I know what it is. I know what it is. Peace and power. Peace and power. Peace and power to the people that struggle. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle. As you come on in, know that you're in a safe space. Know that you're in a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that you're in a space of educating and being educated. Okay? Know that you're in a space for conversation, comments and concerns, dialogue. You're in a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You're in a space of love, of integrity, of your space. A space of love, hell, or right, a space of masters, kings, queens, rule, or rulers. You're in your space, a space where we are walking on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in. Yes. Please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Nicknames, hashtags, green screens. Apps that cash grams, that are money pals, that'll pay. Keep all war effort funding information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Unions that are Western. Kites, Morse code, sign language, all that. Please keep all funding information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please fund this war effort. Don't worry about other people's wars. What's going on with your war? If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're cuffed up already. Don't wait until you got sprayed already. Don't wait till you got hit upside the head with Billy Club. It's too late. Don't wait till you got that pink slip from HR. Don't wait until they call a tech. In the playoffs, too late. You done lost the game. Control your anger. Manage your anger. Get an assessment if you or anybody you know is in need of domestic violence intervention. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're a news story. Don't wait until you cutting up in front of the cousin and the kids. Man, and the uncles that just came home. It's too late. Listen, get yourself together. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. What the? Okay? Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Man, conversations, events, places, people that should have you on high alert. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Being that so many people are telling me, that are hipping me to the fact that YouTube is not sending out the notifications, bear with me. Bear with me as I send out personal notifications via all social media apps. Please, war efforts, be easy on the super chat. Please use other means. Because if they're not sending out my notifications, they damn sure not making sure your super chat gets distributed to where it's supposed to go. Okay? So bear with me some time. Okay? Trust, I'm never late. How you do? How you do? How you do? We got no one of notoriety to tag, except the mayor. Tag Eric Adams. Yeah, he got to come to class. And this, is it a pastor, Blake, or Reverend Blake, or whoever's running against him for the mayoral seat of the 5 boroughs? Tag his ass. Yeah, I don't know and understand the science behind all these black men with happy feet, but tag they ass, both of them. Tag the subway system, especially Greenwich Village around Christopher Street. What's going on? Yeah, Eric Adams and the commissioner of the subways. Yeah, mass transit and all that. Man, it ain't safe when grown men is fighting for their grippers. Tag transit workers, transit police, and everybody else who is deficient in protecting people's grippers. Tag them. Okay? Tag Harlem. Yeah. Tag the young dude that turned himself in. Yeah. We gotta get to speaking to these young folks who still haven't made any substantial statements to why they so mad, why they so angry, why they still in the streets doing dumb shit. Tag them. If they in your house, if they sitting in the room playing Madden or whatever the hell, tag them. Because they need to come to class. Because they don't have no gripe. We had gripe. I don't know what y'all got. Tag them. So they can stop turning themselves over to the justice system voluntarily for doing bullshit. So tag Harlem, the 2 young men who just turned themselves in. Well, one turned himself in, the other was knocked because he got hit. And we lost an elder. Yeah. And then tag Mr. Jordan Hennings. Yes, sir. I know why your story isn't international news. It isn't viral the way it should be. Because you unalived your wife. Your black wife, Ofe. So tag him. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Why y'all like to tag y'all classmates? Yeah, tag your classmates. Because they're going to act like nobody told them we is in class. It's 2 minutes to 4. It's 49 in class. Yeah, let's get to see who's in class. Who are? Those primary students. Yeah, who that first in class? Merklo first in class. Yeah, we see you. Ooh, G. Pierre. Oh, Tierra the youngin'. Jersey, South Jersey in the house. What up, youngin'? She in the building. Hot car. What up? We see you. Lovely lady. What up? Dust Row 517. Peace. Moo, what up, Moo? Yeah, we see you. What's going on? Yeah. Big Colorado. Peace. What up? Will, peace. What up? Bam Woods, Philly in the building. What up? Corey Grant PK in the building. What up? Got that money, Corey? Did you get your money, Corey? Yeah, did you get your money? Did you get it? Yeah. Marcus Hans. Yeah. Got to put on a derby when you know you ain't do nothing to your wig. Yeah, you got to throw it on. You got to get the cowboy on. We see you. What up, Big Swerve? What's going on? We see you, Bushhead. What up? Mecca, peace. Mecca, what's good? Hakim B, what up? Charles, what up, Charles? Bernie, what up, Bernie? We see you. Sean Jenkins, D. Stu, what up, D. Stu? Mr. Mac, 123. Ooh, Philly Threats. What up, Chris? We see you, Rhonda Grant. What's good? We see you, Jonathan Kidd. We see you, ACM Salute. What up, Mello? What up, Sierra? We see you. Yeah, we see you. Yeah, I told y'all the diddler energy is coming back because he on his way home. See you, William Extra. What up? Priest, what's going on? Yes, what's going on? Byron Perkins, Florida's in the building. Yeah, watch out for them Crocker Gators. Sierra Holmes, we see you. What's going on? The people's champ. The people's champ. Shh, okay, we going to see. You better be repping for the people. Yeah. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all heard it here first. Yeah, y'all heard it here first. I'm telling you, don't be surprised if the buster walk up out of that courtroom. I'm telling you, don't be shocked. Who's first? First, we got to get to a very, very disturbing story coming out of NYC. Yeah, we got to get to a disturbing story coming out of NYC because, man, listen, my peoples be on the subway. So, listen, it's like I tell all y'all, it's a war going on outside, and under the cover of chaos, under the cover of people's panic, right? There's a dark space, a dark energy where some very weird people live up in their mind. Okay? That's just what happens when you're at war. You got somebody who needs to keep the general population in check. Yeah. Now, a couple of weeks ago, there was a man who violated a corpse on the subway. SA'd a corpse. We didn't know how, really don't need to know. But that's what was reported. These dudes is dastardly. However, just Saturday. Man, let me just get to it before we even go through it. Greenwich Village, Manhattan. Damn it. Manhattan. Now, if you know Greenwich Village and you know Manhattan, you know who is out there, who live out there, who frequent the neighborhood. Okay? Police in Greenwich Village are searching for the person who scraped the man on the subway. It happened on Saturday, just after 4 a.m., aboard a number 1 train near the Christopher Street station. Authorities say the attacker made remarks and demanded money from the 27-year-old victim before forcing him to perform a act. The suspect then ran off from the subway station. The victim was taken to Northwell Greenwich Village Hospital in stable condition. Now, you know it's wild in the streets when dudes is running around acting like fleece. This is dastardly on another level. Now, since that report, they have video and picture images of this assailant. Now, I don't know what type of time people on. I don't know why people are still on the subways, on Christopher Street at 4 a.m. on a Saturday. Might have been coming home from a good time. Might have been on his way to Sunday services. Various reasons, we know the city never sleeps. But damn it, if you can't sit on a train and not have to worry about your grippers as a grown man, as a 27-year-old man, something wrong in the city. Something wrong. Now, I don't know what type of time this man was on, but he looked like he just came home. And he got gripper taker energy all on him. In his eyes, in them puffy ass hands, you know the mitts that's telltale signs of a gripper taker. Them big meaty paws, and that everything connect You know what I'm saying? Where the fingers, you can't see it connect to the wrist. You can't see that the wrist connect to the forearm and the forearm is an elbow. Just all in one. Just all in one. You look like you getting ready to take something. That's that gripper gate energy. Them eyes, them deep selling eyes, that big body and that stomach. Now y'all can play if you want. But I'm telling you, when people present a certain energy, a certain look, you got to move. You got to get up and move. Now, if he ran up on him and he was asleep, ain't much you can do. Okay? Now, let's be clear. It doesn't specify what kind of SA happened to this 27-year-old man. It could have been something else, but when it is something else, when it's the SOD word, they usually say that. So being that they didn't print that, being that that's not the language that they using, that they saying perform, listen. Dudes is out here acting like Fleece, Bernard, yeah, and Big Damon. I keep telling y'all, if you don't have a knuckle game, if you don't have some type of self-defense, get to it. If you're not going to carry the gem star on your cheek, get something, a dagger, something that you can use that's nice and compact, that can exercise the most lethal force. Now, I used to just tell this to my women and my female clients, but men, since Roy G. Biv has been in effect in full blast, since about the mid-90s, y'all trying to act like this is something new, but it's been around. We grew up watching Sylvester and all that. We know Cripplegate been going on a long time, but now that it has been not only tolerated, acknowledged, and now celebrated, encouraged, men, you can be a victim as well. You could be minding your business, and somebody looking at you on Target escalator. You can be walking past what is Radio Shack. They still got Radio Shack or Best Buy with your little slacks and your little shoes on, thinking you a good black man going to get a job or coming from work. And you too, sir, can be approached for your gripper meat. Now I'm telling you, the city is beyond wow. It's off the chain right now. It is. It's off the chain. So yeah. Self-defense is a must. It's an absolute must. Now, because of technology, because of cameras, people been letting their guard down. Because everything was seemingly happy-go-lucky in the early 2000s and the 2010s and Obama years. Y'all think shit is sweet, but when you work in the hoods and you in consistent contact with the lower levels and you know what's really going on, you know ain't nothing safe. Nothing. And we know subway crime has skyrocketed. Pre-pandemic, it was up. Pandemic and post-pandemic, it has skyrocketed because there's been a mix of the mentally ill who have free reign outside. Everybody was locked down. I was going outside. I had to do what most men who are in family protective mode did. I was out in the street. I was in the spots that was open. I was in Target and the only same one there. Mentally ill was all through the town. It was they streets. Wasn't none of them gang dudes running around out there talking about we outside. Y'all wasn't talking that shit in the pandemic. Yeah. Homeless, mentally ill was running the streets, the subways, and everything, the buses, all that. And what did they do? They didn't provide any services for them. They didn't open any facilities for them. Matter of fact, they closed the facilities that they had for them, believing, right, that they were going to get sick and expire. But I guarantee you, they didn't do any data. They didn't do any testing to see how many homeless people, how many mentally ill homeless people contracted the cocoa. I guarantee you that. Why? Because they social distancing. Ain't nobody rubbing no hands with no bum. Nobody coming more than 6 feet to a bum. So we don't even know if they even contracted it through them years. Okay? But they was outside. And then y'all open up, okay? And everybody come back outside. So now it's conflict. They like this, huh? Who are you? Yeah, now they figure you in their space. They like, we had the whole they had the whole train for self. And remember, because we don't service them, because we ignore them, they forget. They don't have a true concept of time. They don't have no watch. They living by the seasons. They're surviving. Okay? They're not paying attention to the news and all that, so they figuring this is their space. They believing that this is their space. And we invading it. Yeah. And then what happened? They open the gates to the jails. Open the gates. So now you got dudes, yeah, on Fleece Johnson type of time. Now I'm telling you, there was a very large uptick in essays in certain communities, especially Queens, Whitestone area, the Bronx, Brooklyn. There was a lot of essays against women. Then it shifted. People were doing little weird stuff to teens. Then, out of a sudden, I'm telling you, and it's a lot of men not reporting it, dudes, grippers is under attack. Grown men grippers is under attack because y'all making certain dudes stars. Y'all made the whole Fleece Johnson story up here. And that's before he came home. He was up here. From Chris Hansen to the Boondocks till he came home. Y'all laughed and giggled, right? Everybody knew what was going on with the poster. Y'all laughed and giggled. Okay? Till it came out, till he got knocked. So dudes who was on that type of time, come on. Y'all made Hassan Campbell a star number one on YouTube for a long time. Y'all thought it was funny. So dudes ain't hiding no more. They like, it's accepted. He ain't even tolerated, it's accepted. And dudes are not getting no time for it. So now you got dudes on the train, 4 in the morning on a Saturday. 4 in the morning on a Saturday in most cities would seem, but yo, it was a time 4 in the morning on the trains would be jumping. We would coming from Union Square or Latin Quarters or some club, rooftop, the trains be deep. Wasn't nobody running around trying to take no grippers on the 4 in the morning on Christopher Street. A lot of them people was Roy G. Bivers out there. So that means this dude was that comfortable with his big hammy hands and army arms to try to take this man. Whatever he did, homie had to go to the hospital. in stable condition. So I don't even want to imagine what really transpired here. But I'm telling everyone, man, woman, and child, watch your grippers. Be safe in these streets. Let people know how you moving. Have somebody, man, if you can FaceTime until you get off that train, if you can text, whatever. Be on your social media live, do something. Because it's weird right now. It's very weird right now. I'm telling you. Why? Because everybody is preoccupied with everything else. Nobody's protecting one another. No. You got everybody mixed up. Everybody. Okay? Grown men. I'm telling y'all, if y'all ain't got no knuckle game, learn how to put a jump start up in here somewhere so you can spit out. Keep you, man, I got the decent joint. Keep you decent official box cutters. Little plastic shit, that's all right. You got the metal joints to flip out. Whop! And get you a nice little dagger. So somebody try to get your grip and you can, yeah, that backs them up. Especially if they've been in the mountains before. If they done served some time, they don't want no parts of no sharpness. Razor will back them right on up. Dagger, back them right on up. Unless they one of them big King Kong super gripper takers. Then you got to fight. You just gonna have to fight it out then. On the subway, get to the platform, try to Scooby and Boogie up out of there because some of them dudes is just determined. They are. They are. So I feel sorry for you if you want to get drunk and be on the subway. If you one of the ones want to smoke until your goddamn brain is a cloud and you getting on them subways. You might wake up to a different surprise, man. I'm telling you. Be on point when you in these streets. It's a war, and people who are of a criminal mindset believe that it's hidden, that nobody's watching them. That's why you got people doing dumb shit, breaking in the store, burglarizing, running around, stealing cars, doing just weird stuff. Okay? I'm telling you. Watch your grippers out there. This shit is serious. Like, son, on a train? On a train. Train is moving. It's in motion. It's never going to be the same look. So you could be used to riding the train up and down, and I'm talking to you, Mr. Gripper Taker. You're going to get caught. There's always cops or somebody going to always see what you do. You're a bold-ass Gripper Taker. In plain view. Just like them dudes that was running around on the Upper East Side, dragging women through the street. And I'm like, yo, it's mad. It's people. I'm like, what is going on? And again, you got people out of their mind now. Gas station pills and all that stupid. They bugged out. So they just looking like any grip or do. So now it's like, okay, we're going to do these grown men. Since these grown men, we don't know what this victim is. This victim is 27. I seen some youngins playing a lot of games online yesterday. Going to Sephora, going to get doing this yoga and cat and puppy yoga. Young men, y'all keep playing. Y'all keep playing. Finger painting and all that. Keep it up. Y'all never know who watching and y'all in the streets. And you got on them slides and your socks. And you don't be in the gym, so you looking a little light. Telling you, everything is funny until it ain't. In the same way y'all can't throw hands in the street, so y'all gotta clap people on 42nd Street the same way. Fleecing them dudes, they talk and they look and they see. Y'all playing online with the purses and the, I don't want to be toxic and I don't want to be called this and that and all this other weird terms. The people are stripping your natural essence away from you, and these dudes is looking. And they getting real aggressive. So, to each his own. Keep playing around, young man. And you're going to find out. You're going to find out. So, my New Yorkers, we already know what it is. Be safe. Be safe in these streets. All right? Yes. Next up. Next up. Have a blessed weekend. You just got here. Everyone have a blessed weekend. You ain't been to class. 55 for Tehran. You ain't even been to class. It's Thursday and you talking about have a blessed weekend. So that means you was skipping. You was getting ready to play hooky tomorrow and Saturday. 55 twice. Telling everybody to have a blessed weekend. What the hell going on with you? Coming up in here with that. A blessed weekend. You ain't even been in class. Come to find your little smoke buddy because you ain't seen him since you been to class. The hell's going on around here? Let's get back to the get back. Now, we've seen another story that kind of shocked everyone. And it was crazy. 61-year-old grandmother was unalived. Yeah, she was unalived, getting caught up by a stray bullet. And, again, y'all know my background. I worked in anti-gun violence in every capacity, for several different organizations. So when I hear that, and somebody just got clapped a little while ago, right before I came on. It's going to be consistent. We're not going to get to the root of it, again, until we really do excellent work at making sure, young men, young people have a different way of thinking about the world and manifesting their actions, because the shit they do now is just stupid. It's dumb. So, a 23-year-old man has turned himself in. Right now, I don't know if it's commendable or not. I really don't know. But I'm just watching his face, okay, as he's being let out and put in the back of the car in a perp walk. And I always say, watch they face when they ace. Because this, nah. Let's get to it. 23-year-old man allegedly responsible for unaliving a Harlem grandmother with a stray during a shootout last week turned himself in on Monday. Ricky Shelby, 23, of Story Ave in the Bronx, surrendered to the Manhattan District Attorney's Office on April 28th with a lawyer by his side nearly a week after the fatal clapping of Excencia Mete, a 61-year-old resident and beloved local business owner. Shelby faces charges of murder, attempted murder, and criminal possession of a weapon for allegedly firing the stray during the April 22nd clapout that wound up fatally striking Mete in the head. After surrendering at the Manhattan DA office, he was brought uptown to the 28th Precinct Station House for processing. According to Jake, Shelby got into a gunfight with Darius Smith, also 23, along Lenox Ave In West 113th Street, the battle left shell casings strewn across the Harlem intersection. In the hail of gunfire, Mette centered outside her Lenox Ave residence, looking to make sure her grandson was safe, only to be hit in the head with a stray. She collapsed on the sidewalk. Mette was affectionately known in the Harlem community as Mama Z and owned an eatery, Mama Z's Food, to Ples Deli, located at 2061 Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard. EMS rushed Mette to Mount Sinai Morningside Hospital, where she was pronounced. This is a horrific incident that took the life of a grandmother, Mayor Eric Adams said the following day. Sources familiar with the incident said Smith began the incident by firing at Shelby, but allegedly it was Shelby's bullet that struck the grandmother. Now, Smith got hit too. Smith, who suffered a gunshot wound to his left foot, was treated at a local hospital and subsequently arrested. So he clapped, and because he clapped first, when Shelby returned fire, a grandmother lost her life. He was arraigned on April 24th while handcuffed to a wheelchair and wearing I don't know why they're saying a suit. I'm not even going to put what kind of suit he was wearing in, because now you promoting stuff to the youngins, right? Smith was charged with attempted murder and criminal possession of, of a weapon. And then this and reading it, I don't hear nothing about no money. I don't know what the exchange of gunfire was for, but they both aced. And I'm trying to, because I have never let no strays go nowhere. That's what I get really triggered by, because these dudes want to be in the street playing with firearms and don't know nothing about them. Don't know how to break it down. Don't know how to clean it. Don't know nothing about break free. Don't know nothing about sights. Don't know nothing about breathing and squeezing, nothing. But they want to run around with it. I got it on me. I got it on. Nothing. And this is what happens. This is what happens. And it's been happening consistently. So now, at 23 years old, you out of here. Out of here. At 23 years old, getting ready to get a quarter. The other 23-year-old, he'll end up getting 15. He'll cop out quick. You understand? In 2025, I always tell you, time moves different now. Everything is sped up. So by the time either one of them get out, if they make it through the bid, what are they going to do? What a waste of life. What are you thinking about? This is why when people send me videos, footage, statements of people like General Ibrahim Traore and ask me what I think, yo, what's good, yo. I'm like, I don't care too much about him. The story is great. It appears to be great. But how did he get there? He didn't just appear. People make leaders. Okay? Especially in situations like that. This shit over here is different. They select people, throw them in front of you. Y'all praise them because they got a check from the government, right? They get the same shit. The elected officials get the same checks welfare recipients get. They get paid from the government. Taxpayers pay them. But y'all hail them and act like they doing something that they not doing. So we don't build leaders here. Over there is different. So my question is, what is going on the ground? What are the common folk believing in? What are they doing on a daily basis so we can mirror that and get to these dumbasses over here who want to just shoot each other for minimal reasons, for nothing? That is what you need to be researching. Not the fact that, oh, we walking in protesting, we supporting him. What are you supporting him for? You understand? What are you supporting him for? What is being done on the ground? Stop sharing all those videos and make an attempt to connect with somebody in Burkina Faso so you can learn and be educated on what the people believe, what the quality, what's the value system, what the morals that is allowing them as a people to stand behind him. That's the mirror. That's what you need to see. Has anybody over there, anybody over there lost their life? Two kids clapping at each other in the street? Are they losing grandma? What are their daily lives like over there? Are you worried about terminology? Because they got rid of that. They get rid of the French. They're not speaking it no more. They took the signs and the statues and the flags away. You understand? So they're not using terms that you use that old face, your oppressors give you, like toxic masculinity and all this other weirdness. Right to choose and all that. That shit ain't got nothing to do with you. But you mirror it and believe that you can put your black face on it and in it and shift it and change it. And it doesn't work. You need your own. That is how liberation moves. That is a process of revolution. Tell me, show me him, he vest up and cammed up and big and brolic. Yeah, that look good. Yeah, okay. Your ass is over here though. They telling you every day what you're not going to be able to do. Yo, he cut this, he cut that. He executive order this, executive order that. You supporting this man that's all the way over there that don't know shit about what's going on here. That don't help you. It doesn't help you. How? How does that work for you? Unless you're ready to implement the same things. Unless you're ready to support each other as a people. You're not ready for none of that. You're not. You want to kiki, play, grab ass, travel. And, I enjoy traveling. For what? To come back to the same shit, to front for each other? To take a break from the plantation? To go back? What are you doing? That's ass backwards. You don't support. You don't build. It's not there. So if it's not there, you just a voyeur. Because whatever they doing is working for them. It's working for them. Whatever the bankers is doing here is working for them here. Whatever the Asians is doing for themselves here is working here. Even while disrespecting you. When are you going to respect yourself? Arm up here, arm up in here. Support each other to the fullest, for real, So you can start seeing some strides and you ain't got to worry about what somebody else is doing over there. It's cool. No doubt. We see it. We see it, but what are you doing here? Because grandmothers are still getting hit in the head, dying in the street for nothing. For nothing. You got these two 23-year-olds, ask them what it was about. They on an island. It's COs that's around them. Asking you, what was that over? For real, for real. Real talk. And let that go viral and you see that it probably was about nothing. Nothing. And then come back to me. And we could get the solutions. You can start running that. If I'm still around. That's on the real. If we still have this. Because the more classes get intense, the more the language get direct, the sooner it gets clipped. Because, again, that's what the lack of notifications out means. That somebody's been alerted because they don't want the message to spread and get out. So with the minimal support, yeah, it's easy to clip that. You can't clip him. Because as they say, they want to knock him off, but what? He's using funds and funding to make sure that he's secure in order to make sure his people are not enslaved. When you are lonely and orphaned by yourself and just articulating a space, get clipped. Oh, he ain't got no bread, no support. Bang, he out of here. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. That's the difference between us and them. That's the difference. Tasha K couldn't survive over there with that bullshit. No, she couldn't. Nor could Wonk, Shannon Sharp. None of that empty ass rhetoric and garbage and entertainment would last in a space like that. It would not be supported. Here, same difference. I'm over here, nothing. Total, complete opposite. One who is looking like that, who knows how to rock like that, who speaks to his people with equality like that, don't get anything. That's what you have to look at. Wow. That's what it is. That's what it's always going to be until you yourself change that. How can I change that? How can I say that this is what I believe in and this is what needs to manifest from me as part of my belief system? Same way y'all believed in Christmas. Same way y'all believed in Easter. Your manifestation of what you believed in was shown. You went, you got your kids some shoes, you got your little girl a dress, you got them boys some tight ass polyester shirts and 2 and 3 piece suits because you believed in Easter. You took your money, you bought Easter shoes, Easter clothes. We lived through it. You manifested a belief in Christmas. You manifested a belief in Thanksgiving. It was shown. You can't say you manifest and believe in liberation and there's no effort to show forth. How? How? A manifestation of your beliefs is shown through actions. Just that simple. I say what I believe and I do it. You see me. Action. I show up. I educate. Under the cover of night, I put in work when I need to. I'm a walking manifestation of my action. That's it. That's it. What are you? How do you do it? Are you with me or are you not? It's just that simple. There's no gray area. Find out what his people are doing on the ground. That shit y'all see is old clips. Interviews is dated. Yo, they put distance in between that. Time and space goes in between that. Like, nah, y'all not seeing that in real time. What do they do every day, all day? What is the talk? How do the people live amongst each other? What are the men saying to the women saying to the men, the children? What are they doing? In order for you to see those videos and be like, oh, damn, they really supporting behind what is going on. What is the action? And people don't bullshit. You don't see that. There's no bullshitting with them. It would never be a him. He cannot exist without the people. Over here, y'all on some bullshit. Y'all want somebody to do something extremely magnificent that ain't been done before. Everything's been done. People done got arrested. They done protest. People got beat in the head. Y'all seen it all. Our leaders was assassinated, sacrificed. Y'all seen it all. What more you want? You have to support your peoples if you believe in what they're doing and saying. If you don't, that's it. Don't cry and complain about nothing. I don't care about what they signed, what they didn't sign, who they pulling over, what they doing. None of that shit don't matter. What are you doing to make sure that you build a man, an army, a nation of women together? If you ain't doing it, please. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear about nothing. No doctrine, none of that. No debates, none of that. That shit is words, it's verbiage. Nothing. You watching actions. You cannot compare that shit to here. You cannot compare it to here. They are moving. That's actions. When you hear the French is got kicked up out of there, that's an action. Where's the video on the ground of them leaving the country? Where's the video on the ground of them taking that banking system over, producing their bars of gold? You're not seeing that. Don't come with that romanticism shit. You ain't part of that. You don't support that because you marched in the street. That shit out of here. Nah, you don't see that. That man got wolves on his neck every day. He see his people yelling, supporting, and putting everything behind them. Don't compare that. I see the sucker shit. You're like, come on, man. I know what support look like and feel like. Out of here. 1/3 of my information, 1/3 of my intelligence is on here. I don't play. I learn from the best. Fuck out of here. Ain't no love here. We not doing that. We will build and get there. You ain't there yet. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Crazy? I don't put in too much time and effort on here. Too much. On a regular. Without looking for it. But I know it's not there. I'm not stupid. You dig? Okay, next up. Yeah. So that's what it was. The youngin' turned himself in. We need to get to that because she could have been anybody. She could have been anybody. But, and I'm being very specific in what I'm saying here. You hear clapping outside, don't take your ass outside. Just that simple. When them things is flying, there's no name on it. None. Don't take your ass outside. You're in the safety of a building, of a car, of a home, of anything. And you hear that? What you going outside for? For real. In New York City, that's what we doing? That's a Harlem thing? What are we doing? And BK, if you ain't the one clapping, you getting down. Yeah. Play the wall. Get down. If you inside something, you ain't even peeking out no windows. What are we doing? Y'all so out of touch that that's what we doing now? You ain't the one clapping, you hear it. You make sure you're not a victim of circumstance. And that's for real. You know, peeking out. You don't want to hear nothing. You don't want to see nothing. You'll catch it on the News or Citizen app. You don't need to be witness to nothing. Fall back. All right? Next up. Yeah, man, listen. I've been in the service through every type of war game in Grafenville and Hornsfeld. On all type of ranges. I've been in East New York all my life. I've clapped at many, been clapped at by many. Ain't never desensitized to that. You hear that, you on alert. Especially you can't see where it's coming from, see nothing. You don't run outside of nowhere. Ain't never that. You may not be alarmed, okay? Because we've been raised in these conditions, we may act like that. Shake is you know, huh? But that is not even a normal reaction. Oh, I'm just gonna shrug my shoulder, or they busting, they clapping. Yeah? Nah. Where's that? Who that? I mean, you may think it's weird, but we know who was clapping what. A word that was, yeah, that's such and such. Yeah, that's that 45. Oh, no, that's such and such. He got the tech. That's how weird it was. We knew who was doing what with what. That's fool. That's not normal. But it is what it is. Okay? It's not right. Especially if we ain't going at the old fay with it. The hell's the matter? We desensitized the dumb shit. That grandmothers is getting clapped. That baby 1-year-olds, 3-year-olds is getting clapped. That's not cool. It's not normal. It's not. It's not. All right? Got to do better. But again, without the support, without pushing, without speaking, without working and doing the work, we here. Got 100 people here. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. A war effort without the effort is just somebody that's in war, ready to be a casualty at any given time. That's what it is. At any given time. because it happens. We see it happen to her. Somebody got clapped on the deuce. This is what it is. And it's going to consistently be like that. Consistently. All right? Now, again, I have a few clients. I have many clients that are here. They be in class. They will watch on the replay and things like that. I never speak client information in class. Ever. Never. What's said to me stays with me. Vegas rules and HIPAA laws. However, when things correlate to what's going on in the news and you are triggered by the information, remember, it is not about you. It's just not. Okay? We have a case of domestic violence that is not viral for many reasons. Because when you look at it and what we at with it and what is happening with this particular case, it will put a hesitation in what many people have become tolerant of. And that's white men getting the best of black women. I'm going to just keep it a buck. Now, we're going to always play devil's advocate that most of the people who swirl, whether they are black women or black men, are really of no benefit and love of melanated people. They just not. They're just not. So they're not for us to begin with, because you are a manifestation of your beliefs. You are a walking manifestation of your beliefs. So if you are loving on and sleeping with an old fae, and the old fae is a true old fae, which means they're not in the hood with you. They're not struggling with you. They don't consider you a true melanated person because you're loving on them. Okay? That's what it is. All right? Then that means that us as a nation are not going to get the best anyway. We just not, because there's a different thing there. You manifest who you are. And in this day and time, if you're tricking yourself, if you're delusional, if your inner soul and belief is that it's okay, we do what we do, we love who we, if that's, then, woo, I would really, really not like to sit across and really pick apart and dissect what you truly believe in, because there's no doubt about it. From what we see in Burkina Faso, from what we see in Louisiana or San Francisco or Fayetteville, we see in Virginia, what we see in New England. But we hearing from the T man, Donald Trizzle, T Trumper. We know that there is a very distinct belief difference in them and us. So you loving on them, you sucking them and smelling them and getting up and deer hunting and all that, and they're showing you just how disgusting and despicable they are, defecating on cars, talking about not washing weekly and all this other weirdness, then that's you. Then that is you, and so be it. However, we have to speak on it because this is domestic violence at its ultimate levels. And I encourage my people to get help. Book an assessment. If you already under, get sessions, because I'm telling you, you are not a mind reader. You do not know what these people think about. And it's not only the swirlers. When it comes to DV and batterers, I'm talking about the people who you may be with. They will unalive your ass. So get help. Put a plan together, a real plan together to get up out. Because you never, ever, ever know. Now this case, let's get to it. A Rhineyville man who shot and unalived his wife at her birthday party has been found guilty of first-degree manslaughter. After rendering the verdict, the jury recommended Jordan Michael Henning, 34 years old, to serve 20 years, the max sentence for the Class B felony. After hearing the verdict, Ashley Henning's cousin, a woman named Ashley Henning, unalived by Jordan Henning. Her cousin, a U.S. Marine Chief Warrant Officer who has served for 22 years and deployed multiple times, had pointed words for the jury during the sentencing phase. Quote unquote, and this is the justice that America gives me, Williams, John Williams, Chief Warrant Officer John Williams, the Marine, said. Unspeakable, unthinkable, it's disgusting. After pausing for his tears, he called the jurors cowards. Every single one of you, Williams said as he looked at them intently. Every single one of you is cowards. The judge who presided over the trial said while he appreciated Williams' service, he warned Williams not to sully his name by doing something like that. So now the judge is admonishing this black Marine, a judge, somebody voted in. You're going to admonish this Marine, okay? This black Marine, for saying rather eloquently and in tears to the jury how they fumbled the ball. Okay? Here go the judge. I think the people in here who have watched me this week understand that I can get upset when I want to and I can be reserved when I want to. One thing I will put up with, what I will not put up with, is something being done to my jurors, as he expressed sympathy for it being likely the first time those in the courtroom have ever participated in a murder trial. Because this man, this Jordan Ashley, unalived his wife viciously with children in the house on her birthday. This black woman. Decent. And maybe in their neck of the woods, probably beautiful. Probably a dime to many. Probably a dime to many. Let's go. Henning clapped and unalived his wife, Ashley Henning, 37, at her birthday party, June 26, 2023, at the couple's home in Rhineyville. The entire incident, including the argument leading up to the clapping, was caught on camera. Okay? And it was on court TV. Okay, so we're not going to say that they made an attempt to shield it, but it definitely wasn't on nobody's timeline. Definitely not. And definitely wasn't on the conscious timelines or the woke community or anybody who claims to be in who's melanated, black power, black girl magic, and all that. This was not ran through. Wasn't. I wonder why. Because see, people give passes to who they want to give passes to. And pardon, right? Who they want to pardon. And distance themselves from these things. And I'm going to charge a lot of men may be in agreement with this type of action on the low for any amount of reasons of traumatic beliefs. In the video, Henning, who has denied the charge of murder, was seen walking down the stairs of their home behind Ashley, who was a sergeant first class in the U.S. Army at Fort Knox, and following her behind a living room wall when a gun clapping rang out. Moments later, he is seen reloading his handgun before clapping her again. Afterwards, he was filmed spitting on her corpse. White man, Ofe. During his testimony on the stand earlier this week, Henning claimed he suffered years of physical and mental abuse that included Ashley kicking him down the stairs and biting him. Earlier testimony from friends of Ashley Henning dispute Henning's claims of abuse and painted him as a paranoid prepper whom had a hit list in the event of an apocalypse. Children were home at the time of the shooting, and when you're watching it, you can see Shorty, one of the young men, running up and down the stairs of a particular age. He looks about 17. So they know what was going on. They was listening to the arguing back and forth because remember, it was her birthday party. They were beefing and arguing, like I said, in front of friends and relatives. To the point where the friends and relatives left out and took the younger children with them to leave them to argue and fight, which is, again, let the white man do what he's going to do to the black woman. Okay, let them fight, let them argue, let this domestic situation go, without anybody intervening, without anybody de-escalating. The jury also seen Ashley sitting in a chair and Jordan clapping at her as she pleads for her life. She tries to get up to run. He follows and stands over her and claps her. Gets another magazine, another clip, comes back, stands over her and executes her, spits on her body as he walks away. I don't know what kind of explanation or excuse one can have for that, but I'm asking that you find Jordan Henning guilty of murder, and they didn't. They didn't. They gave him manslaughter. Now, when people are sitting there and watching the jury, her family and friends and supporters of her peoples, they bring to light that it was a predominantly damn near all-white jury except for one black woman who was excused, right? Excused from the jury when they went to deliberate. Why? Out of the hundreds that's coming in, the hundreds coming in, you understand, Rhonda Grant, much appreciation for funding the war effort. Yeah, how many, where we at with it? 74 minutes in. Much appreciation for funding the war effort. Okay? This black woman juror, she might have been an alternate. If it's like in New York, you have 12 jurors and 2 alternates. So she just might have been sitting there and listening to the case, but when it was time to deliberate, they got rid of her. Okay? Which isn't illegal. However, it's weird. And is practice that is happening all the time nationwide because black people don't get to be in the jury pool. Why? Because of various reasons. Don't register to vote, so you never want to, you never go. And if you do register, you do get picked. You do show up to jury duty. The DAs don't want you around. They can get you banned. Okay? So now a predominantly white jury is going in to decide whether or not this man gets a murder charge or a manslaughter charge for unaliving his wife in front of family and then spits on her and reloads. Okay? Now, things that I would be fearful of if I was involved with an OFA in a military town with access to weapons in the house. I'm trying to figure out the mentality of in a volatile relationship. He claimed she whipped up on him a few times. I'm trying the mindset of some of our people. And again, I've seen her, but again, where's she at? This is what we're talking about. Hold on. Fort Knox. It's Kentucky, right? I mean, we are everywhere, but if she born and raised in Kentucky, listen, I'm a New Yorker. I got to keep it 1,000. I'm not living around them. And if I'm living around them, believe me, there gonna be some of us around. If not, I'm not comfortable. So no, the kid is not living in Bensonhurst. I don't care what y'all do. No, kid is not living in Howard Beach. No, the kid was not in Canarsie until Canarsie was gentrified. Okay, not living and loving on no OFA. Not happening. Not happening. We're not doing that. At all. We're not doing that. They have not been proven worthy enough. Right? They haven't. Acquaintance, co-worker, maybe, not no lover, not no nurturer. Definitely not somebody sharing a home with. I don't understand that. I don't care what history you read. I don't care what type of psychology background you may present. I don't care who you are, PhD, doctorate, you will never be able to sit in a space and explain to any of us what the hell's going on in their mind. You go fool yourself. You can't fool me. I don't see it. Not happening. At all. Ain't love on no OFA. Ain't living with no OFA. Not happening. Okay? We ain't doing that. And it's volatile. So he clapped her. Reloaded, clapped her again. Spit on her. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't happen and hasn't been happening more and more amongst our own lately. We see it all the time. I told y'all, North Carolina News beat or whatever on IG. Left and right. Left and right. On the regular, almost every day. Somebody, an old country dude that listened to the baby and all them dudes, the little baby, clapping somebody. They wife, they girl, they children's mama, the whole family. Because people are not looking, people are not listening, and people are not respecting when somebody tells you who they are. If he's violent and fly off the handle of some little, get away from him. Ain't that much eggplant in the world, man. He threatening, he wilding. You can't see or go or talk to whoever you want to talk. It's like that. Get the hell away. That ain't love. That's sick. Sick. And these people will unalive you. These people will unalive you. Believe it. Believe it. You know, sorry. Excuse me, after you don't punch me in my mouth. Sorry. Sorry? You done threatened on the line. You done smashed my phone. You done stole a car. You done did all. Sorry? Nah, ain't none of that. You done black my eye. Sorry? Nah, we don't do that. We don't do that. Unacceptable. No. Time to go. You have issue. And he ain't even got to mention it. I've told y'all that before. Find you an exit. Put the exit strategy together. Nice and quiet. Kizzy spit in the cup. They go somewhere. You out of there. Get a little toothbrush, a couple of pair of panties, you gone. Homie, get your shoes, a little razor, you gone. Don't stay with no man or no woman who like with their hands in intimate situations. You in a relationship, nigga, and they talking with their hands and threatening and ultra aggressive and manipulative in the mind. It's time to go. Time to go. Oh, that's what type of time you on, huh? Yeah, okay. They come back to empty crib. Yeah. Or, if you ain't built like that, listen, call authorities. Nah. You stupid. So you supposed to be with the stupid people. Yeah. You supposed to be with the stupid people who like to fight. Yeah. Nah. And I get it. A lot of DV cases ain't prosecuted. Okay? A lot of DV cases get ignored, especially when it comes to black women, black folk. Okay. Then you get the plotting. Oh, word? No, you get the plotting. You broke my nose, you blacked my eye? No doubt. Yeah, now you can take the car. Take the car. Okay? Take the car. Now you good. Make sure that car got something nice in it. That's gonna send their ass away for a nice long time. Yeah. You don't sit in there getting beat. Don't sit in your own house and be at war. Nah. Oh, you like that? Yeah, you got to go. I'm hipping y'all to some shit. Yeah, he putting hands on you like that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a couple of prescriptions that ain't supposed to be in that car gonna be in that car. Yeah. Yeah, pick him up. Yeah, now it's a man, he was threatening kids and all that. Matter of fact, yeah, I seen him put something in there. Yeah, anonymous call. I seen him put something in there. He got them pills up in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Them pills ain't nobody supposed to be having. You know, I'm up out of there. Get her up out of there. Oh, she crazy? She stupid? Word? She threatening your mama and all that and grandmama and all. Word? Get rid of them. Get rid of them. If you ain't built like that, if you can't go at it like that, if you ain't that person, y'all not straight. Nobody's supposed to be putting their hands on you. You ain't supposed to be putting your hands on nobody. So they gotta go. Oh yeah, they got to go. Yeah, you go where the people like to fight. I don't like that. I'm not with that. Let it be known. Nah, you ain't. I'm a woman. You're not gonna be beating up on me. You crazy? Nah, you go up in there fleecing them. They like to fight. Send their ass up. Gone. You out of here. Y'all can't get no help. Y'all not booking no assessments. You're not trying to figure out what the root causes of all this trauma and this toxic movement and all that. We can't get to that. You don't want help and counselors and all that around. No? Okay. I'm not. Y'all not supposed to be getting unalived in your home, yo. Not supposed to be sleeping with the enemy. Yeah, so all bets is off. Gloves come off and we get the plotting. Yeah, no. They like stealing your car every weekend. Bitch, I said give me the keys. They like okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Monday through Thursday, make sure something is nice up in there. Yeah, when they take them keys and go and spring around to the side chick that they beating on as well, but she might like the shit. You make sure you drop that slip. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't be playing. You got the potential to be greater every minute of the day. Ain't no old face supposed to stop that. Ain't no black person supposed to stop that. Nobody supposed to snuff you out. If you ain't in that, you not in life, you not in the street, you not hustling, you not doing, no. Nah. Now, I don't know what was wrong with Ashley. I know she was militaried out. I don't know what she was thinking of. But you in a volatile relationship in your home and his weapons and you married to an Ofe? Nah. That's why they don't want this to go viral. Because again, the profile is fitting. This dude Jordan got the same profile that mass shooters got. The same profile, right? That, these Roy G. Biv dudes got the same profile that everybody that's doing harm to these babies got. Same shit. Pedialyte profile. White man. Yeah. 19 to 30 something. Okay? That's it. That's all you need for me. I'm not messing with none of them at all. He fit the profile. Y'all need to make sure that's the profile. Okay? Y'all need to see it. Stop looking at Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise and them and thinking that that's the average white man. No. Average white man is Jeffrey Dahmer. That's the average white man. Donald Trizzle. Those is average. They don't want nothing good for you or from you. Now, you don't believe me? That's on you. That's on you. You'll find out when they biting at your ass. That's it. You'll find out. Keep playing with them folks if y'all want to. And on that note, I got the rock and roll again. Support be limited. I got work to do. I got to run around. All my classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding it down once again. Once again, much appreciation. We're going to keep doing what we do, and we'll see what happens. Okay? Everybody come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Be safe out there. Be on point. I'm talking to you men too. Be on point. Dudes is trying to take y'all grippers on the train. Men. You fighting on the train for your grippers. Not your wallet. Not your life. This nigga trying to get grippers on the train. It's real in the battlefield. I'm telling you. Huh? Okay? Watch it now. To all those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. Those who didn't, we know why you here. It is what it is. Okay? All the new subscribers, this is where we at. This is the type of time we on. Go back to other classes to catch up. All right? All my truckers, get to your destination safely. Please, at the rest stops, don't mess with the thoughts, because they might be something extra. No rest stop thoughts, because they might have something else in between. Take your deliveries, pick them up, drop your loads off, and get to where you got to get to. Don't drive if you got cash in your eye and you're tired. Watch it now. Truckers, they after y'all grippers too. Yeah. Watch it now. Marshy, put all your info in effect. Makeup artist extraordinaire to the stars. See, Blaze, my sniper, what's going on? Cookie, we see you. Yeah, we see you. Byron Norland, we see you, Dad. What up? Yeah, y'all get back to class. Get back to class. And yeah, guard your mind. Guard your mind, y'all. I'm telling you, guard your mind. Clean eyes, clear ears. Remain militant. Damn what the rest of them telling you. I'm telling y'all, man. We at war. Act like it. Act like it. And please, it's like she said, or they said, this dude Jordan was a prepper. We haven't heard that term in a long time. They said he was a prepper, which means he's preparing for the apocalypse. They prepared, and when you're starting to see, because a lot of this shit that T Trizzle is doing is coming on our timelines, they're trying to create panic. It ain't time for you to run out trying to spend all your money on all this weirdness. Make sure that you have what you know that you ingest. Whatever you don't have funds for, don't go crazy about all these generators and all so weird. It ain't going to, listen, when it go down, it's going to go down. It's going to go down subtly. So make sure you got your water, you got your essentials, you got things that you could afford to get. Don't panic. Don't panic. Okay? Clear mind when we're speaking on this stuff. That's why we have to be more proactive in supporting each other and moving differently. All right? That's all that's coming up. I'm trying to figure out, y'all telling white folk that too? Because this shit damn sure on our timelines. Oh, Trump signed this. He signed that. He signed this. He signed that. Y'all not scared? The hell you telling us for? Why y'all sharing all that shit? Why? Every time my old face say something, y'all sharing it. Oh, look, look, look. So why the hell he not scared? It's like, come on, man. Be patient, calm down, and let's build each other so we could have countermeasures, and we can be more progressive in how we're going to deal with this. All right? All right. And 55. 55, gang. Get y'all grades up.